Hello. Quarter three ended a couple of days ago, so it's time to take care of my empties bin and go over my quarter three empties. I should preface this by saying that the footage in the video is gonna be kind of different because I spent July in the US and I was traveling quite a bit, so I was kind of going from place to place, which means that I had to kind of record empties as I went along, and so the quality of audio and video may vary heavily, at least for those July empties. Everything that is in this bin is August and September. If you've never seen one of these videos before, basically it's just me talking about my trash for the last 3 months to you on, the classic beauty categories of skincare, makeup, fragrance, hair. I thought that this was gonna be like more skincare heavy, but I'm seeing kind of a lot of body care and hair care here. I'm gonna try to group items together as much as I can, but that might not always happen. But I'm just gonna start right away. Okay, let's get started with the quarter three empties with these 2 samples of the Kiehl's Retinol Skin Renewing Daily Microdose Serum. You probably feel like you've seen a whole bunch of these little packets in my empties and in my usage reports lately. It's because I got a ton of them, so I've just been using them when I travel. I really do think that it's a great retinol, and I think that it would be well suited for beginners. Ask your doctor first, especially if you've never used retinol before, but I definitely see a full size of this in my future because I really feel like it's like nice maintenance for the skin. I just think that it does a really good job at keeping the skin looking healthy and working with the other actives that you might be incorporating. So like right now, I'm using retinol and niacinamide, both from Kiehl's, which go perfectly together, especially because niacinamide is meant to strengthen the skin barrier and improve texture. So retinol is that anti-aging ingredient, and well, you guys all know how much we love Kiehl's in this house, so 2 more of these down the hatchet. And then next up, we have the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Faith Fluid Ultralight Sunscreen. I'm pretty sure that this is a mini size. I think this comes in a larger size. I bought this in a little bundle with their hand and body sunscreen, which is like a darker blue packaging. I love this formula. It gives great sun protection, plays very well with makeup, very lightweight, a little liquidy, so just be mindful of that because you can't do like the 2-finger trick with it. I would say if you really want to be precise with application, I would say maybe use a measuring spoon, but this provides great sun protection. It's really light to wear if you're not wearing makeup or if you're putting makeup on top of it, and I would love to try more from the product line that Ultraviolet may have available, and it's one that I can find in the Middle East, so it's a good option for me to know about and have tested and, approve of. Yet another sample of the Kiehl's Super Multi-Corrective Cream. I will stop with the samples. Don't worry, I will stop with these specifically because I bought a full size of this and I currently have it on rotation. And I love it just as much as when I started trying the samples because this is a fantastic product from Kiehl's. I would say is a good AM PM moisturizer, but I am using it PM because I think that, that thickness and that richness that it has is a great overnight layer of deep hydration and deep nutrition for the skin. So I highly recommend this. And again, like after all these samples, I just had to buy the full size. Next up, we have this Necessaire body wash. It's the eucalyptus. The body wash is just what it's called. I've used this over the course of 2 summers. So I got it last summer on a subscription box and used it for, about 6 weeks or so. And then this summer I've been using it for about 2 weeks. So overall, I would say it takes about a month and a half, 2 months to use up this 8.4 fluid ounce bottle. Is this a life-changing, transformative body wash? No. Is it really nice and provides really gentle cleansing to the skin? Yes. But I personally think that there are better options for a lot less money. So actually, let me just show you one right now. So see, my husband didn't really love the Necessaire body wash. So he decided to pick a different one a couple weeks ago, and he's been using this one. And now that I've finished the Necessaire, I'm jumping on this. This is a Method Body Coconut Rice Milk Shea Butter Simply Nourish Body Wash. Jesus, this name is a handful, but this is lovely. Has a very gentle fragrance. Like the fragrance gives me like baby product kind of vibes, which is not bad. I think the fragrance comes from maybe the rice milk or the shea butter, not sure. But this is really, really nice on the skin. Very gentle but effective cleansing, and great hydration, so you don't feel like you're using a super soapy thing that strips your skin off of its natural oils completely. We've enjoyed this a lot, and I mean, this is 18 fluid ounces, available at Walmart. I'll pop the price on the screen so that you can have it for reference, but obviously it's going to be a lot less money than the Necessaire, so maybe something to think about if you want a new body wash. And next for this round of empties, we finally have my very scratch e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer in the shade Universal Glow. I'm not going to open the container because I'm recording on my phone and it's difficult to work with one hand, but I think it's very clear to see that I have scraped this off completely. Great product, very travel friendly, and it does provide a really nice subtle glow to the skin. It has been replaced in my collection by the Rituel de Fille Creature of Light luminizer. I'm not sure if that's the full name, but that's what I'm replacing this with. I would absolutely buy the Luminous Putty Primer again, especially because of that travel friendliness. It's just not going to happen at the moment. I'm going to keep using also my mini Hollywood Flawless filters and my mini e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and see how it goes. But as far as a luminous one, I'm going to try the new Rituel de Fille next. Kerastase Curl Manifesto Creme de Jour Fondamentale, or Daily Moisturizing Freeze Reducing Leave-In Treatment. First time that I try anything from the product line, I really liked how this felt in my hair, kept my hair soft for several days, really, and works really well with other styling products. It's really lightweight, so that, as a curly haired person that needs to put on other styling products, this doesn't make your hair any heavier than it needs to be. So you can put on your whole styling combo without being worried about how heavy your hair is gonna get. So I'm definitely curious now about the product line and looking forward to trying it in the future. Next up, we have this mini size of the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. I got this in a Sephora Favorites set, and it's now dried down, so it's also been open for more than 3 months. So it's time to discard it, but I'm really not getting much out of this tube. Not bad. This is pretty easy to modulate. If you want slightly more wispy lashes or more dramatic lashes, this layers well. But of course, as it dries down, the drier it is, it's gonna start flaking down on your under eyes. So keep that in mind. This is one that pretty much has like the shelf life that it has, and it's not gonna last any longer. I don't know if I would actually like purchase the full size, but it's not a bad product. I enjoyed it while it lasted, and it's good. I think that there are better mascaras out there, but this one's good. And then we also have this Pat McGrath Luxe Gloss in Flesh 6. This is a mini as well. I think you can see through the tube that I've scraped a good portion of this tube. And by now, this is pretty much dried down. I did manage to like pull a swatch out. Look how pretty that gloss shade is. And I really like how shiny these are and how they give the lips kind of like a vinyl effect. It looks more like a lacquer than a gloss, but it is really hydrating. It's just pretty much gone at this point. I do intend to purchase a full size maybe later this year, maybe during Black Friday, so that I can replenish this one because I love this gloss shade. It's pretty much my go-to shade when I'm wearing warm toned products. But also it has enough pigmentation that it doesn't need a liner or a lipstick. Okay, it's July 26th. I'm gonna go back to the Middle East in a couple of days, but we're gonna keep it rolling on the empties with some sample sizes. Here we have a sample of the Orbe Gold Lust Transformative Mask. I had never tried an Orbe product before, but it's something that had been on my radar as like a luxury hair care product that people mention that can be really good and really hydrating and really kind of restoring for the hair. This size doesn't have like enough for me to really feel it on my curly hair. I had to pair it with something else, but I think that this is promising. And I would like to try it again, like actually buy it and try it out. I know that Orbe is available at Sephora and at Beautylish. So maybe the next time I make an order on those, I'll try this one, but it's gonna have to wait until I have to replace a hair mask, and that might not be for a little while. But I really like this, and I'm curious to try more from this product line. And then here we have a sample of the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. This is one of the 3 smaller samples that came with my birthday present from Sephora. It was Magnolia, Jasmine, and Gardenia, and this is the first one that I finished. If you watch my speed reviews on the 10 fragrances that I've tried in the summer, I explained this about Gucci Flora. Overall, Gucci Flora, they are like straight up florals. If you don't like florals, you're not gonna like this line. But personally, I like Flora and I like Gucci fragrances overall, so I got along pretty well with this one. I will say, I did feel after a while like the lasting power wasn't quite there in terms of, you know, after a few hours, I couldn't really smell it on my skin anymore, but it is a very, very enjoyable fragrance for someone that likes florals. And I have a couple other Gucci Floras that I'm working my way through, a couple other samples and at least one mini. So again, it's always one that I like to try from time to time. I get the samples from time to time. I've never owned a full size of Gucci Flora, and I don't know that I would. I don't know, maybe like a travel size. I would do that because I really like them because I like florals. All right, today's July 30th. I'm going back to the Middle East tomorrow. So packing things up, wrapping things around the house over here. And I'm going to call this one an empty, even though technically there's a little bit of product here in the cap, but it's just too little to finagle with it. I got this with points like 5 years ago, who knows when. Served me well, so I'm just going to call it for the time being. This is the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in Golden Pink. Really nice formula. I use this usually when I want a very easy, very subdued, no makeup kind of look. And it's also a pretty good eyeshadow base, to be honest. I still prefer the Laura Mercier formula to the Bobbi Brown formula, but I would buy this in the future if I found like a holiday set or something like that. Same thing with the Laura Mercier. But with me finishing this up, this means that I own 0 shadow sticks. I don't own any eyeshadow sticks. So if you do have any favorite eyeshadow stick formulas that you think I should try, let me know in the comments. I do have Victoria Beckham on my radar because of course I have Victoria Beckham on my radar because her products are amazing. But if there are other shadow sticks that you think I should try, let me know. And maybe in the future when I have a little bit more space in my makeup collection, I will try some of them. But I do expect to probably pick up a holiday set with some of the Laura Mercier ones in the fall when holiday sets come around. This is the Kiehl's Iris Extract Activating Treatment Essence, and technically it has a tiny bit of product left, but I'm flying back to the Middle East tomorrow and there's just no point in me taking it. This is delightful. It is one of the best essences I've tried in a very long time. It leaves your face feeling plump, but it's almost like an extra treatment, just like the name says. Would absolutely repurchase. Enjoyed it so much in all climates, year long. A hit. All right, August 4th. 2 empties here. First, this sample of Gucci Flora Gorgeous Jasmine. Yes, there is a little bit on the bottom, but it doesn't matter how much I try to spray it, it will not come out to save my life. So I'm calling it. I gave my thoughts on this on my summer perfume review video. If you haven't seen that, you can go check it out for more details, but this is a pretty straightforward floral. If you like that, you'll like this. It's not my favorite jasmine because the jasmine I don't feel is as strong as, for example, Jasmine Neroli from the 7 Virtues. I don't know that I would purchase this for travel size or anything like that, but it's nice to have because like this entire product line are just very straightforward florals. So if you enjoy that, you'll enjoy this. And then we're having kind of the same issue with this component. Like, yes, there's technically a little bit of a bottom, but it's getting really, really hard to reach with the doe foot, and I don't think that this has a stopper. It's the Sigma Renew Lip Oil in Tint. So I'm gonna call it. I'm traveling back home tomorrow, so I'm just trying to get bits and bobs that are really a matter of too much effort to like really clean off just out of my makeup bag, and this is one of them. It's also starting to smell a little painty, so it might be close to expiring. So at this point it's like, okay, the doe foot doesn't reach the bottom, it's almost gone, it's starting to smell kind of weird, so I'm just gonna discard it. I've spoken about this in my lip oil formula review. It's a nice product, but in my opinion, it's not a lip oil, so I wouldn't repurchase it with the mindset of this is a lip oil. To me, this is a lip gloss. I'm not really sure why it's marketed as a lip oil. Maybe Sigma knows something that I don't. So in the future, I would not buy it as a lip oil. It's a nice gloss.
In the future, I would also be curious to see like how the formula of their lip creams compare, but this is not a lip oil. That's all I'm gonna say. I did finish it, but I do think that Elf and Clarins are doing the lip oil thing a lot better than this. So as far as a lip oil goes, I wouldn't recommend this because to me, the formula doesn't feel like a lip oil, but it's gone now.
Half-baked pumpkin smash candle from Sniff. I had about half of this candle left from last year, so we finished it up around early September or so. When we brought it out, we're like, okay, let's start getting ready for fall season. And this just smells phenomenal. It smells kind of like pumpkin pie, but also a little bit of whiskey, just vanilla a little bit, but really like a really refined pumpkin pie smell, pumpkin spice smell. I really enjoy this one, and I actually bought two in September. Yeah, I bought two in September to try, and I also got the new fragrance, the new candle that Tegan Gerard Half-Baked Harvest released with Sniff, which is apple cider baked smash, half-baked smash. Wait. Half-baked apple cider smash. It's something like that. I haven't opened the packaging and I don't remember the exact name, but I will link the candle below because I think that is still in stock, both the pumpkin and the apple cider. So some of the links of the products that I put in the description box are affiliate links. So if you do use them to purchase, I may earn a small commission, just so you know. But first off, we have this candle. Again, the fact that I purchased two for this year, I think is testament to how much I enjoy it. It might be my favorite fall candle of all time. I think it is. It is absolutely delightful. I think that with this candle, Sniff has kind of established a really solid track record of really durable fragrances. They have a lot of throw. It makes for a really cozy ambiance. And yeah, I mean, it's just such an enjoyable experience. I love the way that they smell. I actually wish that they had like maybe like a home diffuser or something like that that smelled like this. But then again, it takes away from the magic of burning a candle. So maybe not, but that one's gone. Let's go into some hair care products. First off, I have a Cantu Shea Butter Moisturizing Rinse Out Conditioner. I mean, Cantu is kind of a go-to brand for me in terms of curly hair care. It is fairly affordable, although here in Saudi Arabia, it is priced a lot higher than it is in the States, so I kind of try to avoid buying it here. But if I need curly hair products, then I know that I can find something here. This is a pretty standard conditioner, but it does provide nice hydration and a pretty solid treatment for curly hair. I mean, if you have curly hair, you know that you go through conditioner a lot faster than you go through shampoo. So it is what it is. I would repurchase that one. Again, in general, my experience with Cantu products has been really positive. I think the only thing that I haven't quite liked from Cantu is the gel. It's too strong for my liking, but the conditioner is pretty solid and I would recommend it. Then we have this Mizani True Textures Curls, Coils, Wave, Twist and Coil Jelly, which is a lighter weight kind of gel. It's a little bit more of like the texture of egg whites, like kind of runny, but not the strongest hold in the world. I got this from my sister. Overall, I would say that Mizani is pretty solid. The gel doesn't have all the hold in the world, and I personally prefer that. I would say that this one is similar to the Briogeo gel, but this one has less hold, in my opinion. It has less hold, but it breaks, the cast breaks really easy. It doesn't have such a strong cast as other hair gels, if that's not your preference. I think Mizani is still at Sephora, but I have seen quite a few Mizani products in the sale section lately, so I'm wondering if Mizani is going to leave Sephora, because sometimes that happens. Sometimes the sales section at Sephora is like their way to put brands that are exiting the stores in purgatory, but I don't know. I don't know if I would repurchase this one. I mean, the price point of this one is very similar to the Briogeo, and I just prefer the Briogeo, so maybe I would buy the Briogeo instead. But for the time that I had it, I really enjoyed it because it does help hold curl definition. It's just not the strongest hold in the world, so it depends on your preference. Let's see, do we have more hair care? Yes. I also have this Palmer's Hair Silk with vitamins A, B, and E plus protein. And it's supposed to be just a styling cream for all hair types. I bought that kind of on a whim because I was trying to find styling products and I wasn't sure what to buy. And generally speaking, Palmer's and I get along pretty well. Their products are pretty good, especially for the price point. I feel like it's a brand that if you're not really sure what to buy, maybe try the Palmer's version and see what happens. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work for you, but you're not gonna be out a ton of money. However, this one I think is a really nice like styling cream or combing through cream for different hair types. It doesn't give me any curl definition, that's not what it's made for, but if you want like an anti-frizz cream for your hair, this could be a good one. Something that I didn't try to do was like use it to put my hair into styles after combing them, like combing my hair, for example, and then braiding it. I should have done that and I didn't with that product, but I would try it again for sure. Okay, we have one more hair care item. This is a mini of the Amika Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Treatment. I got this in a Sephora favorite set in the spring. Very, very, very nice hydration treatment for, I would say, all hair types. I think that Amika is one of those brands that really does make products for all hair types. If you are someone like me that has like really thick hair, I would say that that's probably only one use, but if you wear it maybe as an overnight mask or like leave it in for maybe an hour or two, it could be a better gauge on whether it will give you the hydration that you need. And in my experience, yes, it does. It is a great kind of deep conditioning treatment. I would say especially for curly hair and especially in hot climates like this one where I am in the Middle East, because like the top layer of my hair is so exposed to the hot weather that sometimes it just feels like it's fried a little bit. So a hydration treatment like that one kind of really restores kind of that calmness to the hair and boosts hydration. So I really appreciate that. I would buy the full size. I just don't know when. I do need a new hair mask because I'm almost out of the one that I have in my shower right now. So, I mean, that one could be a candidate. Can I wait until the Sephora Fall Savings event? I'm not sure. The dates for that are already starting to float around and it is according to Trend Mood in early November. So maybe I'll snag that one from Amika then, but we'll see. More hair. Mizani True Textures Moisture Replenish Shampoo. I wouldn't call this a shampoo. I would call it a co-wash. If you're not familiar with what a co-wash is, it's like a foam-free product that cleanses the hair. It does cleanse really well, but it's not my favorite co-wash that I've used. I prefer a creamier co-wash. This one, I felt like it stripped the hair a little bit too much. So maybe if your hair is oilier, it will be a better experience for you. My hair is really, really, really dry. So it wasn't my favorite. So I would personally not repurchase that shampoo because I prefer something that maintains hydration a little bit more. It's not bad. I just think that maybe with how dry my hair is not an ideal product for me. Right, let's move to body care. We have two items. Item number one, Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean Noel Body Lotion. I got this last year for like Secret Santa and I just finished it a couple of weeks ago. I love this fragrance. It's great. It's like a really nice light vanilla, but you know, it's a nice lightweight lotion that will give you some really nice hydration. So the notes here are fresh vanilla bean, warm caramel, sugar cookie, whipped cream, snow kiss, musk. Definitely the sugar cookie comes through when you put it on. The whipped cream definitely comes through when you put it on. So it's a really cozy vanilla that is not too cloying. I'm probably gonna ask my Secret Santa this year to just get me this same thing. They got me the lotion and the candle. I finished the candle a couple months ago, but it's a vanilla that I've really enjoyed putting on during my nighttime shower after I come back from the gym so that I can go to bed with a cozy fragrance on me. Big favorite. I hope that the Vanilla Bean Noel, I mean, it sounds like it's a seasonal holiday scent. So maybe this year I will snag an extra one so that I can keep it for longer because I really do enjoy putting on that lotion before going to bed. It's really nice and cozy and it smells delicious. And then the other body care item that we have is another of these bottles of the St. Ives Soothing Body Wash with oatmeal and shea butter. This is really, really nice and nourishing. like you use this body wash and you don't feel the need to like necessarily slather yourself with lotion right away. It does feel really nourishing and really calming. So I think that that one is a really nice option for sensitive skin. This is my second bottle of that. I really, really enjoy it. It's just not always available when I go get my groceries. So sometimes I find it and sometimes I don't. My husband has it right now because he found it the last time that he ran out of body wash, but I just went with something else that I have in my shower at the moment. So I'm not using it right now, but I would absolutely repurchase it because I love it. I think it's really, really great. Okay, this is technically a hair care item, but I don't use it as hair care. However, it's empty, so I'm gonna show you. And it's a bottle of this Johnson's baby shampoo. The reason why it's here is because I use this baby shampoo sometimes to wash my makeup brushes because they are gentle enough to like not damage the bristles too much. So if I'm washing brushes that are not too terribly dirty, or like for my eye brushes, I use that sometimes. It might not be the most orthodox thing to do, but it works for me. And sometimes I just don't have access to like a good makeup removing product. So sometimes I buy baby shampoo. Sometimes I do, but I do have a bottle or two. I don't remember if I only got one or two of the Sigma brush shampoo. I'm really excited for it. I've tried it in like a sample and it works pretty well. So I'm looking forward to getting that in the mail soon. Okay, yeah, so we have two little sample bottles from hotels from the vitamin B5 body moisturizer from Malin & Getz. Love it, hence why I always take it from the hotels when I stay. And then another body lotion from Gilchrist & Soames. This is also a hotel sample. All of these are like really lightweight lotions if you're gonna wear lotion in and then like step out in really hot weather. So if you want something that dries fast, those are really nice options. Malin & Getz you can actually get like on their website. Gilchrist & Soames I haven't looked up to see if it's like an actual retail brand or if it's something that is just made for hotels. Let's go over two tiny declutters just to kind of get them out of the way because I just want to kind of like not have them bouncing around. These are two of the Pop-Off sponges from Shop Miss A. I just decided to declutter them because I had them in circulation for a really, really long time. So I was like, you know what? Maybe let's replace those. So I replaced them. This is a great beauty sponge. I'm not the most avid user of beauty sponges, but the Shop Miss A ones get the job done perfectly. I think that a package of like 6 or 8 is like $10 or $6. I don't remember. You can buy them on Shop Miss A or you can buy them on Amazon. Very easy to get, but you know, the finish is just like any more expensive beauty sponge. So the Shop Miss A ones are a good go-to, especially if you change your sponges more often. I definitely don't change my sponges as often as I should probably. Let's actually do two more little declutters. I decided to not use these two samples of the Becca Ignite highlighters. One of the shades is too dark for me and the other one, I don't know, it was just too messy. I just decided to get rid of them. One of them I have, this is the shade Strength and the shade Creativity. They're both like, one is like too pink and one is too dark. So I was like, okay, I can't have these samples around anymore. So I just threw them away. We have another empty sample of the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. Really, really nice, especially I would say for eyes that need extra hydration. I feel like my eyes are moving into a direction where I really need heavier eye creams like this one. I've bought this before, like an actual cream. My husband has it right now. You guys know, in this house we love Kiehl's. So yeah, absolutely a repurchase. What else? Oh, actually, we do have one more body care item. We have two. One is a sample of the Moroccan oil body lotion. I had no idea that they made body lotion, but I got this as a free sample with a Sephora sale. I don't think that is anything to write home about, but it gives good hydration and it's more lightweight than I expected for like an argan oil lotion. And then the other empty that we have is this Ahava Dead Sea Water Mineral Hand Cream. This is my favorite hand cream of all time. I love it so much. I only have one of these left and well, that means that I have to repurchase it because I don't want to be in the world without this one. It's really lightweight, but the hydration is for real. It really seeps into your hands. Like if you have calluses, believe it or not, this will help with what I call calluses management. Like I lift weights, so I don't entirely want to lose them, but I also don't want them to be so rough that they're like chipping away all the time and my hands are like uncomfortable and dry. So what I do at nighttime is that I put on my cuticle oil and then I put on like a nice thick layer of this hand cream, and that's what I wear on my hands to bed. So I would absolutely repurchase it. I actually don't know where to repurchase it. I think they sell that brand at Ulta. But I'm gonna have to do a little bit of searching because I've always gotten them in subscription boxes and I'm not getting subscription boxes anymore. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I could get it because I really wanna keep using it. It is, again, my favorite hand cream of all time. Okay, let's move to skincare. Item 1, we have this Pond's Healthy Hydration Aloe Vera Hydrating Jelly Cleanser. Terrible, sorry. It's terrible. I never really felt like my face got clean. It was good for washing makeup brushes. That's how I finished it. I used it to wash makeup brushes. But like for actually cleansing the face, no. I felt like my pores got so clogged while using it. I bought it for lack of a better option, but I would absolutely not repurchase it. And then the other skincare item that I have here is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. This is a great exfoliating cleanser. I've had that one for a little bit. I got it in a subscription box. I feel like Kate Somerville is always in subscription boxes. I know that Unilever is trying to sell Kate Somerville. The brand is not doing super hot apparently. But I personally think that that product at least is really nice. So usually what happens is that I will wash my face with this one and then I'll use my Ole Henriksen Cold Plunge mask, the blue one, kind of like to get a really nice pull out of my pores and really cleanse them in more depth. Would I buy another Kate Somerville product? I don't know. I feel like the brand is like weirdly overpriced, but somehow always on sale. Like I always feel like Kate Somerville is in like the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for some reason. And I don't know. I just feel like there are other brands that are doing the same thing. Like if you ask me, for example, like would you rather buy Kate Somerville or Ole Henriksen? I'm gonna buy Ole Henriksen every time. And I think that they actually have like similar products to that. So like, I don't know, Kate Somerville is not a brand that is like convincing for me. So no, I would not repurchase that one. Speaking of Ole Henriksen, many of the Ole Henriksen Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. I do have issues with hyperpigmentation, so having a supporting toner is not a bad go. So when I'm using hyperpigmentation products like tranexamic acid and stuff like that, I will use this toner. It comes in a bigger version, but I got this in a set. It's one of those that kind of like slowly helps other anti-hyperpigmentation products to like peel layers slowly to kind of like fade dark spots, not too harshly, which I appreciate. What else can I say about my deep love and adoration for Ole Henriksen that you haven't heard before? Would I repurchase that? Absolutely. Personally, I would probably not buy the full size, at least not right now, although I am experiencing some different issues with hyperpigmentation that I don't know. I have to talk to my dermatologist about them. Like I'm using color corrector around my mouth a lot more than I used to because it's not, to my knowledge, melasma, but like it's kind of like melasma type of dark spots around my mouth. So I'm not really sure what that's about. So what I might do is kind of buy that same size of that dark spot toner to have it kind of as a supporting character to other products that I use to fight or control hyperpigmentation. Next up, we have the Ultraviolet SPF 50 Extreme Screen Hydrating Body and Hand Sunscreen. I love this one. This is really lightweight, gives great sun protection, works really well with makeup products, and dries really quickly. I actually just repurchased a bottle of this same size because I'm almost out of my Glossier Invisible Shield sunscreen. That'll be a quarter 4 empty for sure. So I repurchased that one because I really, really like the formula. The sun protection is solid, but it's a product that is well thought when you consider that most people, or at least a lot of women, are gonna wear sunscreen with other skincare products and with other makeup products. That one interacts really, really well with all my primers. So I'm very excited to use it again and keep kind of building that rapport between myself and Ultraviolet and try. I should try other products from the brand, but that one's really, really great. I highly recommend it. Okay, what else? Okay, Ritual de Fille Thorn Milk Hydrating Skin Mist. I went through this way too fast. Like, it's not that big of a bottle. I wish the bottle was larger because it is a delightful face mist. Is it as good as that Caudalie with the pink bottle? No. But this is really nice hydration. It kind of helps revive the skin and plump it a little bit after a long day or after you've been in the sun a whole bunch. So I was honestly like just spraying it like after I got out of the shower to kind of like, okay, first thing, like let's replump the skin after cleansing it, that kind of thing. Sometimes like before I was applying makeup, I was kind of like spraying my face with that, letting it dry, then starting with primer. It's a lovely product. I just think that it comes in a really small product. I wish it came in a larger product. Would I repurchase it? I don't know, because I feel like the size and the price point are maybe not a great match. Like, I think I would rather buy the Caudalie because I think that the price to size ratio makes a little bit more sense, but it is a lovely product. And I mean, I finished it in like a month and a half. It really didn't take me long because it, especially in hot weather, it is really, really nice. And if you have dry skin, I think that you will enjoy it. More skincare. e.l.f. Youth Boosting Advanced Night Retinoid Serum. This is just 1% retinol. So I think that maybe for a beginner in retinol, this could be a good idea, and it's also pretty affordable. I have been using retinol for far longer than what someone that is starting with retinol has. Like, I've been using retinol for maybe like a good 6-7 years or so. So 1% retinol is not cutting it for me. In fact, I'm actually on tretinoin right now because I have hormonal acne. Wah, wah. So my dermatologist was like, okay, let's fight this like with the real stuff. However, I am definitely experiencing that dryness that people get with tretinoin, like the irritation in the more sensitive areas of my face, a lot of dry patches under my nose and on the sides, etc. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the way that it makes your skin look is amazing, and I'm getting much fewer breakouts right now. Like, none of those like pesky ones that you get in your jawline. Like, I haven't gotten any of those since I started tretinoin. But of course, tretinoin is a prescription treatment. You should absolutely never use tretinoin unless your dermatologist tells you, and unless you are like following up with your dermatologist. But for a beginner, I actually think that this could be a really gentle place to start with retinol. So maybe, because it's only 1%. I think that there are other retinol products in the market that have even less, but e.l.f., has been making some serious moves on the skincare aisle, so of course they're gonna offer a retinol product. Is it only me, or is it sad that now when I see e.l.f., I'm trying to figure out like what product are they duping? I feel like that's kind of sad. And I can't quite figure out like who are they trying to dupe with this retinol. I'm wondering if it's maybe Paula's Choice. I'm not sure. I'm always gonna buy Paula's Choice or before e.l.f. because I think that Paula's Choice just makes more effective skincare. But I was thinking about that when I was looking at that. I was like, I wonder what this is the dupe of, or like what this is supposed to be the dupe of. And I think that's kind of sad. I don't know, it makes me feel like, well, is e.l.f. now one of those companies that just copies others? I mean, I guess that's a strategy, but like e.l.f. didn't start that way. And it's like, I don't know. It gives me I don't know, it gives me a tinge of sadness. I can start seeing the light change over here. We're already getting like the 5 p.m. sunset. So even with my ring light, I definitely feel like there's a shift in the lightning. So let me see if I can move through things. Quickly note that the lighting doesn't change too drastically. Next up, I have a Kiehl's Ultra Pure High Potency Serum with 5% niacinamide. This is a completely clear serum, and it only has a handful of ingredients. However, niacinamide is the second ingredient on the list. Glycerin is the third. So it makes for a really nice, nourishing formula. I get along really, really well with niacinamide. I like to kind of add it to other things. So like right now, because I'm using tretinoin, I feel like, maybe bringing in some niacinamide could be a good idea, but I'm using something else. I'm using like the 6 peptide booster from CosRx, and that has been really lovely to kind of support my sensitive skin at the moment. But that one proved to be a really, really lovely niacinamide serum. Again, I love Kiehl's. I'm gonna try like everything that they make at all times. But that one, if you're looking for something that actually has niacinamide in the front and center of the formula, I would recommend that one. I actually got it in the US. I don't know if it's available here in the Middle East, but I really did enjoy using it in the summer. And I think that niacinamide in the spring, summer, or even in the fall, winter is just a great skincare ingredient, because like the goal of niacinamide is to promote a unified skin tone, luminosity, etc. is one of the reasons why a lot of people use niacinamide with vitamin C. So in the winter, you get some dullness. I get some dullness in the winter. So I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for maybe some niacinamide, maybe from Kiehl's, maybe from another brand. We'll see. Next up, because we're not done with skincare here, we have a number 7 Luminous Tone Up Night Cream. I got this in the spring when I went to Doha. I don't remember when was the last time I used a number 7 skincare product, but that one's great. That is like heavy enough to kind of like give you like a nice layer to put on top of your skincare and kind of like seal all the juices in there before you go to bed. So I really enjoyed that one. Over here in the Middle East, number 7 is not as affordable as it is in the US, although in the US, I feel like it's kind of moving to like the mid-range side of things. But I am definitely curious to try more number 7 products, and I'm gonna keep my eye out for them because they sell them at Boots here. So maybe when it's time for my next moisturizer, well, I'm not sure, because right now the moisturizer that I'm using is prescribed from my dermatologist. So I'm not sure when I'll need a moisturizer again, but it might be a number 7, because what I've tried from the brand, and it's been several years, but the formulas, the quality of the formulas remains. So it's definitely one that I would maybe bring into rotation more often. Next up, we have the First Aid Beauty Brighten and Glow Moisturizer with Vitamin C. I got this in late June. I was in Texas in late June and I ran out of skincare, and I got this one at Sephora, completely gone. I like having moisturizers that have vitamin C included. This one was pretty great. I did notice that there were moments when my skin was extra sensitive when I would have a little bit of irritation, but nothing crazy. It's just, that little burn that goes away after a little while. I want to try more from First Aid Beauty. I haven't really tried much except for like some of the body care products. Like I've tried the KP Bump exfoliator thing and the ingrown hair pads. I've tried those, but I want to try more of the skincare. People speak so highly of the Ultra Repair Cream that I'm wondering maybe that could be a good one to try in the winter. I want my husband to try it too because he has extra sensitive skin. I just want to see like how it supports the needs of sensitive skin, but I am very open to trying more products from First Aid Beauty. Seems effective, seems good, and the price point is not unreasonable in my opinion. So yeah, a good positive impression with that vitamin C moisturizer. It's kind of like it's like a gel cream kind of texture. So for hot climates, it's ideal because it's gonna dry really quickly. So yeah, I was in Texas, California during the summer, and then, came back to Saudi Arabia. So yeah, it was pretty ideal to have a moisturizer that was that lightweight. Next up, we have the last one that I have at the moment of my dearly beloved Pharmacy Green Clean. So this is the last one that I have left. I don't remember when I bought this one because I bought it. This one's outside of the holiday set. I bought it, I want to say, in the spring savings event, but it's taking me like about 2 months to finish one of these 1.7 ounce tubs. I feel like this year they kind of did me dirty because they changed the holiday set, and now the holiday set is not 3 of this size, it's like 4 minis, and it's like, no, girl, no. I'm sorry, no. Lauren May Beauty did a breakdown of like the price comparison between the set with those 4 minis and their regular size and even their jumbo size. So it seems by her comparison that buying the regular or the jumbo is a better deal than that set with the minis anyway. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm gonna replace that right now. It remains a great product. It is my favorite cleansing balm at the moment, but I don't know. I was banking on the holiday sets, and now they've left me hanging. Sad. All right, let's keep going because we really don't have that much left. And first, this is I'm calling this an empty, even though it's not empty. You can see quite a bit of window on the back, but it is way too dried down to keep using, and it is shade Buy or B from Olive and June, which is a lovely pastel peach. This is a big moment for me because I've been a chronic nail biter since I was 5. So like finishing a bottle of nail polish shows me that, okay, I'm in a pretty good place at managing my nail biting and keeping my nails nice. I've been doing that to the best of my ability for the last couple of years, well enough that I finished a full-size bottle of nail polish, or at least, got it low enough that whatever's left in that bottom is really not salvageable. So pretty proud of myself on that one. You got to take all the small victories that you can get. So I'm really, really happy with that one. And I really like the shade. I didn't repurchase it because I got a set of minis from Olive and June that has other shades. So eventually I will replace it because it is a really lovely spring shade for like a classy spring manicure, Okay, let's go with makeup. Full size of the Benefit Professional Super Setter setting spray. Surprisingly, this gets better somehow as the bottle gets emptier. I don't know what it is. Like at first the mist is kind of like thin and you feel like you're not getting any product, and then the bottle kind of levels down, and then the mist is like more consistent. Pretty solid setting spray. I wouldn't say that it's gonna like lock your makeup into place like the Urban Decay, but for, I would say, medium hold needs, regular day hold needs, it works. That's what I'm gonna say about that one. I would repurchase it. I haven't repurchased it to replace this one. Right now I'm using the LYS and a mini of the Urban Decay All Nighter. So it will be maybe a couple of months. Before I need to replace a setting spray. I don't know what I'm gonna get next. What is a medium hold kind of setting spray that you recommend? I've been thinking about the Rare Beauty, but I don't know if it's any good. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to Milk Makeup. I'm not sure, but what are some good setting sprays that are at Sephora? I know that the Charlotte Tilbury is amazing, but I don't need that level of hold right now, okay? So something else that is not Charlotte Tilbury or Urban Decay. Oh, I know that some people have talked a lot about Cali Ray, so maybe I'll try that one. I'm not sure, but can you leave me some suggestions for setting sprays in the comments? Like not something that leaves a plaster in your face. It can be like flexible, like medium hold, like for a work day. You know what I mean? Because it's where I wear makeup most of the time, is to work. So like if it can hold my makeup between like 7:45 and 3:30, we're good. I'm willing to try it. All right. Makeup. Let's have a little declutter. This is a mini of the Bare Minerals lipstick in Honesty. And the reason why I'm gonna declutter, actually there are 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I've had this little mini, it was like a 100-point reward or something with Sephora since like 2018. Here's a swatch of the shade. I've had it for a really long time and it's getting that funny crayon smell. Oh yeah, it's getting that funny crayon smell. But also, I feel like this pink is not my pink. I don't know what it is, but like I always have such mixed feelings when I wear that shade. But also, it's really old. It's probably expired. Bare Minerals, if I remember correctly, is a clean beauty brand. So I'm pretty sure that that's expired. It's just a brand that hasn't made a positive impression on me. And again, like this shade is just not my shade of pink. I wore it long enough. I mean, I did enough workarounds. This is as much as I have left. And honestly, I put it in my empties bin like in mid-August and I haven't missed it a single day. So gone. Okay, what else do we have left? We have a couple makeup minis. Let's go with these two mascaras. One is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and the other one is the Tartelette Tubing mascara. I got both of these in one of those Sephora sets where you get like 5 minis and then you redeem the full size. The Tartelette honestly was kind of a disappointment. I didn't really feel like it did anything for my lashes. It didn't stack very well because it was a tubing mascara. I didn't really like it. It was okay for like my lower lash line, but other than that, it's gonna be a no for me. It didn't leave a positive impression of tubing mascaras. It doesn't make me curious about other tubing mascaras. I'm just like, eh. So yeah, I used it for, like I opened it in late May, I wanna say. I had it open for long enough. The Too Faced, on the other hand, yo, this is still really good. I'm pretty sure I had like one of these in like 2018 or 2019 and it was really good. And the thing about this Too Faced mascara is that it gives me all the things that I want from a mascara. I get length, I get volume, I get drama. Like it really is a great product if you want dramatic lashes and it layers really well. So, I mean, I'm not gonna go as far as buying a full size of it, not right now, because I think I'm set for mascaras for the year probably, but the Too Faced is still solid, okay? So I know that Teresa's dad was actually talking about that the other day, like, oh, I know that we all like to kind of dump on Too Faced because, you know, sometimes things are really comical, but the reality is that Too Faced still makes some really, really good products, and that mascara, old as it is still really, really, really good. Then we have an empty of the Lawless Forget the Filler Plumping Lip Gloss, Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. This is the shade Velvet. I got this last fall in one of the holiday sets that Lawless does. This is a pretty generous mini. I wouldn't discount it. I think it's a great way to try and enjoy the gloss formula. The Lawless gloss formula is fantastic. It smooths your lips like nothing and it's so shiny. It gives your lips such a beautiful shine and it works really well with the majority of lipsticks. Like I get like the cooling minty tingle. I can't speak about the plumping, but it does smooth. I will tell you that much. But I feel like I have enough lip, you know, so like I'm not really looking for lip plumping products, but I love that gloss formula. I actually have a full size of that same shade Velvet because I got it in a Sephora Favorites set. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can scrape enough of this to give you a baby swatch of Velvet. It's like a mauvey pink. Yeah, you see it right there. See the shine? See how reflective that is? I love that gloss formula. But again, I don't need to replace it right now because I have the full size from a Sephora Favorites kit. Okay, last makeup item, big ticket. LYS Triple Fix Powder, full size. Da 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 da, completely empty. This is the shade Ambition, which is the medium tan. I plowed through this. I got this last year in the Sephora Fall Savings event and it's a great powder. Is it as setting and as blurring as the Charlotte Tilbury? No. The Charlotte Tilbury remains my top choice for pressed powders, but the LYS is really good and is really finely milled, works well for the under eyes, and will do a good job at oil control, especially for me here and here. These are the parts of my face where I need to reapply powder more often, forehead, because I have combination skin. And that one, it really does get the job done. I continue to be more and more and more impressed with LYS the more I try from the brand. So I would absolutely repurchase it. I'm not going to right now because I want to finish some of the mini setting powders that I have. And the e.l.f. Halo Glow has been my winter setting powder for a couple of years, so I have a full size of that, so I'll probably be attacking it pretty consistently over the winter. But the LYS is definitely powder that I recommend purchasing, and LYS is one of the brands that is like more affordable at Sephora. So if you are looking for a new pressed powder, I would highly recommend that one. Hello from editing me from the future. I actually forgot this when I was recording the Empties video. This container had my depotted Huda Beauty lipstick in Habibi. I saved that little bit just so that I could show you a swatch. Let's do that. So I guess that you could say that it's officially empty now. Let me just get it closer to the light. There you go. And here is the swatch. It's a satin finish, there you go, and it's a mauve color. For me, it's really close to the natural color of my lips. So it's a shade that I intend to replace, but it's not gonna be Huda Beauty as a replacement. It's probably gonna be Hourglass or Gucci. I'm also tempted by maybe Victoria Beckham, but Hourglass or Gucci I could get at the Sephora sale with a discount. So it's probably gonna be one of those two, but it is a really nice shade, and I really like the formula. At this point, it's really sticky, but it's also, see, you can see it in the sun there. It's also at this point really, it's really sticky. I had trouble with the bullet, and it just got soft. I had to depot it. It's happening now with another lipstick of mine, my Wayne Goss in Chestnut. So I think it's just the weather where I live. It's just too hot, and things get too melty in my school bag. So it's something that I have to keep in mind. But I'm pretty proud of the fact that I finished a full-size bullet lipstick, and I intend to replace the shade because I really like the shade, but not with the same brand. I'm gonna try something new. I haven't tried Hourglass lip products. I haven't tried Gucci lip products either, so I think that the satin formula is always kind of like a safe place to try new lipsticks. So it's gonna be one of those two. I will keep this little component and wash it so that I can put the Wayne Goss lipstick when it's time to depot it, because that will happen. But full-size lipstick, all done. Last, we have 3 small fragrances, and they're all like the small deluxe sample sizes. So let's just go over them. One is an accidental empty, I'm gonna be honest. The other 2 I completely emptied. Let's talk about the accidental empty first. This is a small deluxe sample mini, I don't really know what to call it, of Burberry Goddess, one of the best vanillas released last year. It is a lovely fragrance. If you like vanillas, you'll like that one, but that little bottle, I spilled most of it. I don't know how it escaped my hand, so I ended up with an empty, but I got that little sample on the cologne perfume sampler set from Sephora, like the Luxe perfume sample set or whatever it is. And so I redeemed my coupon for the 1 ounce of the Burberry Goddess. That 1 ounce is like $105. It's more expensive than that set. So I was like, okay. And I really like vanillas. So it felt like a good choice. It is a good choice. I love that fragrance, but that small one was an accidental spill, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have, from that same cologne sampler set, Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia. It is a really easy floral. I don't oppose florals. I really like them in general. I personally like wearing florals when I'm in warmer climates because I feel like they travel really well with the sun and they're not cloying. So I don't know that I would buy a full size of that one. And honestly, I don't know that in the future I'm gonna be buying a whole lot of full sizes in general. I just think that at most maybe a 1 ounce, it's a good idea, because yes, the bigger bottles are a better price per ounce, but I want to be able to use my perfume before it goes bad. And then last but not least is from that perfume sampler set, the second choice that I may have chosen if Burberry wasn't available, and it's not a perfume from Juliette Hassagan. Sorry, there's something sticky in the bottom of this bin and it's all over this little vial, and I'm trying to be careful. This is a great skin scent. It only has like 1 molecule note, but it is really adaptable, and it smells clean, but it also smells like refreshing, but it also smells kind of like, I don't know, it's a weird smell. It's like air, but flower of some sort. I don't know. I personally really enjoyed it, but based on how I felt about that one, and it was one of the first empties that I got from that sampler set, and how I'm doing with Missing Person from Fleur, love it. It's so great. I feel like, I don't know if it's a getting older thing or what it is, but I feel like I'm getting into skin scents quite a bit. I really like Not a Perfume. I really like Missing Person right now. And I'm very, very curious about some of the newest releases from Glossier. I want to try Glossier U. I just don't want to buy a full bottle. They've released a couple of new versions of it. So I'd be curious about those ones. If you have other skin scents that you think I should try, leave me a comment down below and let me know which one I should maybe try. Is there one in one of those perfume sampler sets that maybe I should try? I would love to hear from you on that. But that concludes my Q3 empties. I feel like I got such a good variety of empties today, and overall in the next 3 months it's such a great reminder of like sometimes like the empties come in droves and it's like, oh my god, I'm doing really well, this is amazing. And sometimes it's a little bit more of a sluggish process. I'm looking at some of the makeup items that I have right now in use, and I'm looking at, oh okay, some of these makeup items are gonna be empties in the next few months. So I'm really, really excited. I feel like right now I'm in a place where like I'm really enjoying my collection, and I am buying new makeup, but I'm trying to not buy new makeup like crazy. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can stay up to date on how my makeup and skincare collection changes over time. Remember, I do my empties videos every quarter, so my next video is going to be at the end of December with the end of the calendar year. Thank you for joining me once again in my adventures with beauty over here. I would love to see you in the next video, but most of all, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.